skewers, yay! So we have about 20 large raw skinned and divvied shrimp. We have thawed them, they were frozen. And we are going to put some spices on them to make them nice and flavorful, and then we're going to put them on kabob skewers. Because everything's better on a stick, right? You like it better on a stick. Alright, so we are going to start by putting our seasoning on our shrimp. We have 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and in that we're going to put a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, or excuse me, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, and if you want to make it a little bit spicy, you can add 1/8 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. If you don't want it to be spicy, just omit that. So we're going to pour this in our oil. There we go. Good job. And then we have a 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, chili powder, and garlic powder. If you don't have garlic powder, or if you have minced garlic, feel free to substitute that. You can also substitute diced onion as well as you want. You'll just want to kind of make it very fine. Go ahead and pour it in. So we have our marinade nice and stirred. Ooh, look at that. Doesn't really smell like much right now. You want to smell it? Ooh! It must have got some pepper. Bless you. Okay, so we have that stirred, and we're going to go ahead and pour it into our bag of shrimp. I'm going to pour it in. Good job. Get all that out of there. And we're going to seal up our bag. And we're going to mix it around so all of our shrimp is coated. If you want to do this ahead of time before you cook, you can let the shrimp kind of sit and marinate in it for about 30 minutes to an hour. We are just going to go ahead and cook because we are hungry. Right. All right. So we have our shrimp all nice and covered in our seasoning. Now, this is where it gets a little bit messy, but it's also a little bit fun. We're going to put our shrimp on our skewers. We have 3 skewers. We found that with large shrimp, it's about 6 to 7 shrimp that will fit on a skewer. You also want to make sure that your skewers will fit completely flat in the bottom of your pan. If they're a little bit too long, like ours were too long, we used some wire cutters and actually cut some off. If you have metal skewers, but you have like one of those flat griddles, you can use that instead. That way it will let them sit flat. You just want them to be able to touch the bottom of the pan so they can all get cooked evenly. Okay, so what we do is we take one of our shrimps, we kind of fold it in half, make it into a little C, and then we put the skewer through the thick meaty part, and then we continue through the open part right on the inside of the tail shell, and we push it through, and then we just keep doing that. Leave a little bit of room at the end.
You can take the tail off first.
You can take the tail shell off first if you'd like. We just usually leave them on because it helps tell when they're done a little bit better.
Can I please have a shrimp?
Yes, you can. Remember what I did? You want me to show you again? Take the big thick part, poke it through, and then take the tail part, poke it through. There you go. Like so. So we're going to keep putting our shrimps on our skewers, and then we'll be right back.
We are back.
All of our shrimp are on our sticks now, and we are just going to lightly spray the bottom of our pan with some cooking spray.
We shouldn't put too much on.
No, we don't need too much. And then we have our burner turned on medium heat, and we are just going to place these in there. Ooh, sizzle. And we are going to cook them until they are nice and pink. You can see now they're gray. And until they are a little
That
bit...
means they're still raw.
Yes. And until they're a little bit browned on each side. So that will take about probably 7 to 10 minutes. Also, if you have pre-cooked shrimp, like if you have frozen pre-cooked shrimp, you can do the same thing, use the same marinade. You just obviously won't have to cook it as long. It'll just need to be cooked to be heated as opposed to actually be able to be eaten. So we also made some sides. We have some macaroni and cheese and some broccoli. Are those your two favorite sides? Yeah. If I ask this kid what side he wants, it's going to be mac and cheese and broccoli. Okay, we're going to let these get all nice and golden and pink and beautiful, and we'll come back to show you what they look like when they're done.
Hello everybody, we are back.
We're back, and our shrimp and our dinner plates are nice and done. As you can see, the shrimp has a nice golden brown little crisp on it where it was touching the pan. We have our mac and cheese and broccoli, and we are ready to eat. Apparently, you're already picking at your plate. Alright, well, we hope you and your littles enjoy this dinner as much as we do. It's one of our favorites. It's super quick and easy, and we will see you next time.
Bye, see you next video.